Let's look at a few examples trying to expand numbers into what's called expanded form or expanded notation. Expanded notation or expanded form, uh, again, it's all about focusing on place value. So notice how we have this 5, and notice again, it's, you got your periods. This is the ones, tens, hundreds, so then you're into the thousands period, so this is just 5,000. So remember how we used to do that? We would say like 5,000s. And then we would say, plus 600s. And then we would have plus 8 tens. And then plus, then we would have like 4 ones. So instead of using words that are, 5,000s, as we said, just means 5 1,000s. Or in other words, we can write that as a multiplication statement. We can say 5 times 1,000. So 5 1,000s. Plus, instead of saying 600s, we now can just say 6 100s using multiplication, 6 100s. Plus then, instead of saying 8 tens, we can just say 8 times 10, 8 tens. And instead of saying 4 ones, we can just simply say 4 times 1, because 4 times 1 means 4 ones. Those are equivalent. They mean the same thing. So this is what's referred to as expanded notation or expanded form. You kind of break it apart into an addition problem, place value by place value. So let's look at this other example here. We have this 25,600. So again, based on place value, we have ones, tens, hundreds, and then you have your thousands period. So this is like 1,000, 10,000. So the 2 would mean 2 10,000s. So we can write that as 2 times 10,000. And then plus then 5 is in the thousands place, so that means 5 1,000s. So write that as 5 times 1,000. Plus then, instead of saying 600s, we can say 6 times 100, 6 100s. And then we have no tens, so it's 0 tens, so 0 times 10. Because remember, 0 times 10 is just 0. So that represents 0. So 0 tens. Plus then 0 ones. So 0 times 1. You can leave those off. These last two, you could just stop at 6 times 100. Since 0 times 10 is not really adding any value to it, nor is the 0 times 1. But it's also okay to keep it in there. So it's optional there as far as when we do that. I like to keep it in there. It kind of helps me make sure that I've done it. Let's look at this last example. Let's look at the 805. So based on place value, the 800 means 800s, or 8 times 100. Plus then, and again, you can skip the 0 if you want to. I'm going to keep it in there. So the 0 just means there's not any 10s, so 0 tens. But again, you can just leave that out if you like. And then plus then 5 ones, 5 times 1. So that would be what I would call expanded notation. Again, I like to keep the zeros in there, so it just kind of helps me stay more organized. But you may see it done without the 0 included in there. So the tens place would be like excluded. So hopefully those examples can help you recognize how to expand a number into what's called expanded notation or expanded form.